everyone, it's Julie. I'm here on Friday, April 26th, and I'm so excited to give you all an update. This is Flosstube number 14, and we have a lot to talk about because it's been about a month since I've spoken last about all my projects. For those of you who haven't seen my previous video, I changed the way I picked whips to work on this past month, and I love it. So I started using a wheel to decide what project to work on, which I love. And I love it because it's like a game. Like, I want the best before and after possible. So I go ham on that project for about well, here's the thing. I did it for a week at a time. So I picked 4 projects for the month, so I would have a week with each of them. I have come to the conclusion that I can work on a project about 5 days and then I want to tap out. So for May, getting into future plans, I'm going to have a weekend project, which I'll talk about a little bit later. So anyway, this Flosstube, I will talk about my whips. I worked on 4 of them. I have a debacle with a pattern. We'll talk about that. I have a little bit of haul, happy mail, sort of, yes. I don't know what happy mail is, but everyone always says it in their videos. I want to give away, so I was happy when the mail came. So we'll go with happy mail. And then I'm going to try to keep this short and not talk too much about life, because I have come to the conclusion that my laptop hates me in general, but also long videos. So I'm gonna kind of move quickly so this isn't too long, which some people will really appreciate. Cut down on my rambling a little bit. But then moving forward, I want to do every 2-week updates because shorter videos. Laptop will actually work and edit for me. Basically, my Mac is 9 years old, and apparently my college self decided to buy the cheapest laptop, so it has no storage, and that's why I've been having troubles editing. No one cares. Okay, we're moving on. First, whip. So when I spun the wheel last week, last video, I don't remember which one was first, but we're just gonna start with this one. Quilting Bee by Carolyn Manning. And this is what the pattern is going to look like. Dun dun! This is what it looked like last time you saw it. And this is what it looks like now. Ooh, I'm really happy with the amount of progress I got on this, and it is so fun and springy, and it's giving me life. So this pattern also really just emphasizes to me how much I cannot follow instructions. It's the same thing with cooking. I'm a very detail-oriented human being, but for some reason, when I think I know what I'm doing, I'm like, oh, I'll just do it. And I trek forward. And then I look back and I'm like, oh, I was supposed to do X, Y, and Z, and I surely did not. So yeah, I had to frog a lot on here, which was a real drag, but we got there eventually. This is also in one of my haul. I got a Nerd hoop just because that's what all the cool kids do. So this was my first whip, and I'm doing this on, I believe it's a 16 count white Aida. It's fine. I think in my last video I was like, oh, it's a terrible fabric. It's fine. Totally fine. I'm really living for these colors. You also can't see, but this is like a checkered board, very pale white and yellow. And then there's like another light color. So yeah, I got a lot done on this and it was so fun. So that was my first whip. Next, I'll do this one. This is Songbird Serenade by Counting Puddles. This is what it's gonna look like. I am doing this one. I don't think I'm gonna do both of these patterns. I bought the stuff for both, but I think one is sufficient. I'm giving it away as a present, so that's that. And I am doing it on the called for 28 count Touch of Yellow Linen by Whoopicat. This is what it looks like, or looked like the last time you saw it. And this is what it looks like now. Look at that guy. He's so cute. I was really happy with the progress I got in this as well. And I think it's looking really nice. I was a little bit worried because this fabric is like proper see-through. And I'm trying to be really careful with my backs so you can't see the strings through, which is like not my typical vibe. But yeah, it's turning out so cute. And I honestly think if I pull this again, I could get a finish or close to a finish, which is very exciting. So that was Songbird Serenade. Next up, oh, that's the wrong one. I worked on Flower Pot. William Morris is the like original artist, but it is charted by Whoopicat on Etsy. I'm doing it on a 16 count Aida Milk and Honey by Fiber on a Whim, and I'm doing it 2/1. This is what it looked like the last time you saw it. And this is what it looks like now. Holy cow. There's a sprinting kitty cat. So yeah, this was a monster of a flower. Super pretty though. I think the next time I work on this, I'm gonna move. I'm either gonna get to the top here or I'm gonna go and do the flower pot for a while just because a little change of pace, you know? Gorgina. Okay, now, okay, here we go. Last time I spun Ornament Kit Up. That was in reference to kitting up these guys. And let me tell you, it's been a debacle. So I went to order 18 count black Aida on 123 Stitch. Everything sold out. And I was like, that's fine. And then I was like, I don't really like the black. I don't like the black. Neither does Tuna. And so I tried to be like a cool person and like do a conversion. Let me tell you, it's not one of my strong points. So basically, I love the Flosstube stitcher. And she does a lot of work on raw opalescent Belfast linen. So I was like, ooh, she does like a lot of Christmassy, like seasonal stuff. And I was like, ooh, I wonder if I could do that. So I bought it. And let me tell you, it's so cool because it has a green reflect. And I was like, perfect for Christmas ornaments. Okay. I started it. And you can't see anything very well. So like the bird blends in, the leaves, they blend in. So then I was like, should I just like darken all these colors? And I'm like, ugh, it's so boring looking. And they really pop off of black. And then I was like, should I get like a really dark green or dark red? And then I would have to change all these colors though, because these are like a very like muted, almost like, I don't even know what you would call it, colors. Like they're not your like traditional red and green Christmas. And I'm not confident. So now I'm gonna go back to black and just do one and see if I like it, because there are cute little beads in it. But let me tell you, this was stressing me out. But I chose not to count that as a week-long project. I worked on my magic book instead. And if you remember last week, let's see, okay, 12 minutes. Okay, we're doing okay. I don't want to get over like 25 minutes, so we'll see how it goes. Last week, or why do I keep saying that? Last video, I mentioned how I'm starting to do, oh, hi Tunes, the wheel because of Crafty Gaming Jamie. Crafty Gaming Jamie. There we go. I'm obsessed with her videos. I literally watched all of them. I went back in time, started with her first video and watched them all in the past month. So that was a bit much. I felt kind of like, wow, that's maybe a bit excessive, but I loved every second of it. Basically, she does a lot of full coverage projects, and a lot of the time she what's it called? Color complete. She does like one color at a time. Join us, Tunes. Hi. So I chose to do the magic book. This is what it's gonna look like. It is by Tinycrossstiches on Etsy. I'm doing it on a 28 count opalescent Lugana 1/1, but I'm doing the black tent stitch 2/1 because your girl couldn't handle it any longer. So basically, I have focused on doing black stitching. So this is where I was at last time. And this is what it looks like now. Tuna. Hi. So I'm very excited to continue on this and doing the color completion because black has the most amount of stitches. Ooh, I took pictures of it in my phone, so I'll insert the like details on the screen right now of like where I started and what I got to. But I think I have like 10,000 more black stitches, but since they're tent, well, here's the thing. I've been doing tent stitch like filling in, but around the edges I do 1/1. It's very complicated. Tunes. So yeah, I'm very excited to keep working on this because this pattern has the most black, so it'll be like a very good general idea of what the whole pattern is going to look like, and then I'm just going to add a bunch of color to it. I think that's going to be extremely satisfying. So yeah, I worked on that a lot. Oh. Oh man. Okay, I gotta take this out because I actually worked on the other side a lot too. Aw, geez. Pause, please. Okay. Let me see if I can try and show this. So I worked all down here, and so it drops down, and then it'll eventually get to the book. So yeah, I think I did like 6,000, but again, I'll put it on the page or on the screen, what I ended up doing. But how cool is that? Very cool. So I was really enjoying that. Right, Tunes? You want to get back up here? Okay. So, gosh, the nails. I wanted to talk a little bit about haul. So, oh, I already talked about the haul because I got the nerd hoop and that fabric. My happy mail was I won a giveaway hosted by Julian Stitches 16, and I won a Night Stalker's Calling fabric, 16 count parchment Ada. So that's so fun. I've never won a giveaway, so this was like super exciting for me. And of course, by one of my fave Flosstubers, Julie, who also lives in Wisconsin. Check her out if you haven't already. She's definitely one of my comfort stitchers that I like to work on projects with. She is a very positive human being, which I really appreciate in a human. And yeah, she's just delightful. Speaking of which, I also wanted to give a shout out to Sarah from the Northwood Stitcher. Absolutely obsessed with her channel as well. Again, such a comfort watch for me. Another positive, just genuine human being. I love her. And she cracks me up. So, highly recommend those two channels. So that was my happy mail. My habit, we'll do this real quick before plans, just because I'm gonna have to get up again for plans. I'm so sorry, Tuna. So my habit this past month was to moisturize my body. And I feel like I was successful with that. So what is gonna be my habit for the next 2 weeks? Tunes. Ooh, no caffeine after 5 p.m. This is rather depressing because at 5 o'clock every day, I crack open a Dr. Zevia as a ritual. And then I proceed to drink that until like 7, because it takes me ages to drink one soda. I don't know why. So does that mean I guess I could just have my Dr. Z at like 3. I'm a little bit sad about that one. But I'll give it a go for 2 weeks. Thank God my next video is in 2 weeks. I don't have to do this a full month. I'm not going to do it today because it's Friday. And a girl deserves a 5 p.m. Dr. Z. I actually have today off because I worked this past Saturday, so it's not like I need to wait till 5, but it's something about the principle of it, you know? I love a 5 o'clock Dr. Z. Okay. So plans, I am going to not get up because Tuna's on me, but basically for May, I want to participate in Manning May Sal. It is run by a bunch of my faves. Museum Stitcher, Cam the Stitcher, Marjorie Maid. Am I forgetting one? Not sure, but it should be really fun. I am planning on starting the hummingbird. I don't know, it's the quarterly releases in the Just Cross Stitch magazines. I'll insert a picture now. I'm doing this on a 28 or 32 count lilac linen. I'll tell you more details next time, but I'm doing it on that and I'm super excited about it. It looks really pretty and fun, and I think it will be a great spring piece to work on. So that's what I'm going to work on the weekends in May. I'm going to spin the wheel and pick 2 projects that I'm going to work on Monday through Friday for the next 2 weeks until my next video. So I have it all pulled up here. So let's spin the wheel, shall we? So first week I am working on, whoa. Ooh, Etsy Kit Up. This is making me kit up so much stuff recently. So this is in reference. I'm trying to stitch all of my bridesmaids projects. They will not be done in time for my wedding in November, but it will have started in my wedding year. I'm not putting any like extra pressure on myself. So this Etsy Kit Up is kitting up both of my sisters' projects. I have an idea for one of my sisters, and I know one of my other sisters wants something. Both of them are on Etsy. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to count this as a project that I'm going to stitch on. So that will just be kitting up, extra fun thing on the side. Ooh, a beaded kit. Okay, I'm gonna pull it out in a second after Tuna gets up. This beaded kit is in reference to my Mill Hills. So I have 2 snowman and 1 gingerbread house. I think I'm gonna start a snowman, but I'll show you in a second. Okay, final week of project. Summer birds. Okay, let me grab this stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta get up. Oh, you're so comfy. Can I get up, sweetie? I'll come right back. So, I'm either going to start. I have this guy. Snowman dancing. I have this guy, snowman with candy cane. Both of these are Gem Shore Mill Hill kits. Both of them are adorable, and as you recall, I just finished the last one I was working on. I think I might start this one because I'm a sucker and I know Adam, this is Adam's favorite, so I'll work on his favorite. This is the other one I have to choose from as well. It's just a little gingerbread cottage, but holy beads. I mean, that chart is like majority beads. Wow. This might be a bit of a doozy. So I'll work on snowman dancing. Leave that out. And summer birds. I have not worked on this in ages. I don't even know. I guess I can show you what it's at. So it's Summer Birds by Nini Design Crafts. I'm doing it on a 32 count Magnolia Lugana by My Vintage Needle Arts, 2/2. This is what it's gonna look like. And this is where I'm at. I'm nervous because I know I made a mistake somewhere. And I'm pretty sure it was counting. So I know the counts off, and I don't remember what it was or whatever, but I know I was like, oh, I'll have to remember. And surely I did not. So should be interesting. I'm sure I could figure it out. I love how there's just so much Momo hair in this that the bird looks multicolored. Oh my gosh. But it's really cute. This is one of like the first patterns I bought and started, and my stitches don't look absolutely terrible. I think I've gotten better, but still fun to see again. And it's really fun working on these projects that I haven't worked on since I like started my Flosstube, because like I'm much more experienced with things. So like this was my first over 2 project. And so now I feel like I'll be more comfortable with like all the counting and all that good stuff. So fun. That's gonna be what I get up to the next 2 weeks. What time are we at? Oh my gosh, 30 minutes. Oh, I said I wasn't gonna go over 20, real fast. Life stuff. We decided we're going to New Zealand for our honeymoon. I'm so excited. So if anyone's been to New Zealand and has tips, let a girl know. We picked out our linen colors. Does anyone actually care? Probably not, but this is what it's exciting for me. And when you're gonna pay so much money for linens, I'm gonna show them off. So we're doing this fun, like textured ivory, and then just like either a shiny burgundy or this like textured side. It's the same napkin. So these are the tables, this is the napkin, and then our dessert table and entry table are gonna be this color. I was going to do this blush sequined, but honestly, Adam said it looked like garbage, and I kind of agree. And guess how much it costs to rent 1 tablecloth worth of sequins? To give you reference, a normal white tablecloth linen is $14. 1 sequin, $95. Oh my gosh. That shooketh me. Last thing I'll say is I'm not picking a book again because this just came out. Oh my gosh. For any Nalini Singh people out there, her new book is out. This isn't my favorite series of her, but I still really enjoy it. And if you are interested, she just did a like a Zoom with the East bookstore somewhere in Washington, DC, but it was with Allie Hazelwood for all you romance girlies. And it was such a fun Zoom, and it's on the East Coast Book Shops YouTube. So if you Google Nalini Singh, Allie Hazelwood Zoom, it'll come up. But highly recommend. So this is what I'm gonna be doing. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I'm peeking. All right, I think that's everything. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in about 2 weeks. Bye.